Michaela with LearnWire here, and today we are going to go over Pietra. Pietra is an e-commerce platform that will partner you with third-party logistics, manufacturing, and design tools. Now, this is going to be best used by e-commerce users, entrepreneur curious, and small businesses. And it's kind of its own unique thing. I don't think there's anything quite like it out there yet. Pietra is very new. It does not even have any reviews yet on AppSumo. That's just kind of how new it is. Pietra was founded by Ronak Trivedi, and looking at the questions, he does not seem to be very responsive. However, these were all asked within the past day or two, so he probably just hasn't quite gotten around to it yet. And because there aren't any reviews, there's nothing to respond to. There are 3 different licensing tiers that you can purchase. Tier 1 license at $49 comes with all current features, and you get all launch plan features. Tier 2 license at $99 comes with all available features. You get all launch and grow plan features. You can sell on TikTok and Amazon. You get data and dashboards. You get the website email capture, and you also get affiliate marketing. Tier 3 license at $149 includes all available features. You get all full service plan features. You can sell on TikTok and Amazon. You get the data and dashboards. You get the website email capture. You get affiliate marketing. And you also get the lowest 3PL rates. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is between the launch plan features, the launch and grow plan features, and the full service plan features. I kind of looked around and I didn't really see a good explanation for it. So just keep in mind when you're picking your license tier that you might not get all upcoming features. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. This is the Pietra Dashboard. Right away, it's a little overwhelming, not because it's totally unorganized or anything like that. It's just because there's so much here and so much to look at. Now, thankfully, on our home screen, we do have some handy-dandy little shortcuts that we can use. So if you're not sure what to do in your process of setting up your storefront, we have these headers right here that will help you out and help you get your storefront the way that you want it to be. In the Help Me Start section, we have shortcuts to set up your brand so you can find suppliers, set up fulfillment, and a storefront. You can make a brand kit, you can change product concepts, and you can learn all about starting brands. So right away, we do have some educational resources to help you get started. In the Help Me Source section, we can create custom products, we can create custom packaging, we can hire freelancers and agencies, we can make custom merch, we can get quotes, we can connect to suppliers, and we can help ideate new concepts. Our sourcing assistant can help out with cost-cutting services and making PR boxes. In the Help Me Operate section, we have Use Pietra Fulfillment. We can print labels and ship things ourselves. We can organize freight, and we can also outsource our customer support. And in the Help Me Grow Sales section, we can grow our email list and launch our affiliate program. Scrolling down, we have the Pietra Copilot. Now, this is going to be an AI that will help you find suppliers and help you find some samples and some designs and packaging suppliers and all sorts of things that are going to be needed to help you get set up. When you first sign up, it kind of asks a little bit about what kind of merchandise you want to be selling. And so these recommendations right here are going to be based on those answers that you gave it. So let's go ahead and set up our DTC brand. So this is going to be where you can enter in what type of brand you want to create. Now let's try this, start a print-on-demand store. And here we are. So these are going to be all of the products that we can sell. We've got a t-shirt, we've got a sweatshirt, we've got a different type of t-shirt, we've got the hat, a mug, phone case, a hoodie, another mug, another hat, we've got a framed poster, we've got drawstring bags, we've got so many different options here that we can use. So let's go ahead and just use this all over print women's athletic tee. We'll start designing, and here we can upload our design, which do so now so we can see what exactly we want. All right, so here is our little logo that I have on here. So right away, it's kind of taking up the whole shirt, which is not exactly what we want, but we can go ahead and transform and work with our design to make sure that it looks exactly like what we want. So let's go ahead and transform this. We can rotate it, or we can flip it horizontally or vertically. And you can see that our preview right here is automatically updating. We can change the position of it, so we can center it horizontally and vertically. We can put it all the way to the left. We can put it all the way to the right. I think it has those backwards a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. I get them mixed up too. The top and the bottom. We can also crop our picture. So if we want it to be shorter, we can do that. Apply it. We have its head cut off. Or we can apply it as a pattern. So we have it like this, or in a half drop, or as a brick, or as a horizontal line, or maybe a vertical line. And then you can also adjust the spacing right here. Now, I don't want that. I just want it to be a regular old shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and transform. Let's get this back up to normal. We can go ahead, flip this back. And now I can go ahead and I can shrink it down to the size that I want. I just kind of want it to be like a little pocket. Not only can we customize just the front of the t-shirt, but we can also customize the back and the right sleeve and the left sleeve. So if we want to have a cool design with like words on our sleeves, because we all know that's super cool, we can do all of that right here. Now, say we don't have a design in mind and we want to come up with something, then I can go ahead and start designing my ideal image, my ideal design right here. So I have a text. We have a bunch of different presets that we can use, and I like that they're not all just like different fonts. We actually have some fun little text that we can work with. And we can go in here. We can also go in here and adjust our layers directly. So we have a lot of freedom with this built-in designer on what we want to do. We have some clip art that we can add. So let's go ahead and add in good luck right down here. Perfect. And we will go ahead and fill this in like so. There's also a bunch of different colors that you can choose from. And there's also a custom color picker. So if for whatever reason you don't see the exact color that you want in this massive swath of colors, you can choose your exact color that you want. All right, now that we have our design ready, we can select what sizes we want to sell from extra small to 3XL. We can also choose our stitch color. So if we want the stitch to be white or if we want it to be black, we can make that decision right here. Now we can see a sample of our design right here, and we can see a mock-up of what our model is going to look like and what it's going to look like on the store. We can also download this mock-up, so if we want to share it and see what our coworkers like about it or maybe what they don't like about it, we can download this mock-up and send that out to everyone that needs it. Let's head back. Now, let's go ahead and make a brand kit. So, we have a few examples right down here as to the different brand kits that we want to make, or we can go ahead and create a new business kit. So, we can create let's do a merch brand next. And how would we describe our products? Are they bespoke merch celebrating lesser known fandoms? We have environmentally friendly merch for movie lovers, or we have merch for a surf shop. Let's go ahead and do this bespoke merch celebrating lesser known fandoms, and we can select our target audience for our product. Now, who do we want to sell to? Do we want to sell to cosplayers, to Comic-Con attendees, or to online collectors? And then it kind of gives a brief description of these groups. Let's go ahead and sell to Comic-Con attendees, and let's continue on. Okay, So this is our brand kit that we have. We have Fandom Fiesta, unleash your inner fandom. Our mission is celebrating the joy of lesser-known fandoms through bespoke merchandise that speak to the hearts of Comic-Con attendees. Our values are unique and exclusive merchandise from lesser-known fandoms, high-quality products designed for true fans, and to connect with like-minded enthusiasts and build a community. We can also choose from our generated images on what we want to add onto there. Or if we're not quite happy with this, we can generate another idea. We can also choose from the colors that have been generated for us. I'll go ahead and use this one. So next, let's go ahead and create a mood board. Now on here, we can go ahead and either upload pre-selected images, or we can choose from these AI generated images down below. I'm not entirely sure how to add these up here, but let's go ahead and continue on to see our market research. So this is our key points. Fandom Fresh's focus on lesser-known fandoms taps into a niche market with dedicated fans seeking unique merchandise. Similar brands like Her Universe and ThinkGeek have shown success in catering to specific fandoms, indicating a demand for specialized products. Online communities like Reddit threads and fan forums, yada yada yada. I'm not going to read all of this, but let's go ahead and see our product ideas. So we have some AI generated pins. We've got this AI generated art print, and we've got a subscription box that we can do. So we have some product ideas. We can also see our expected profit margin, as well as the general popularity of these types of items and a description. Now let's go ahead and say that this is good, and we can finish kit and start creating our brand. Now right away, we have a bunch of different factories that we can contact and look into sourcing our products from. We also have some other steps up here on how to further grow our brand. So we can make merch and promotional products, or we can start an email list. We can also launch a crowdfund campaign, or we can get help from the community. All right, now let's go ahead and try to create our product concepts. So here is where we can kind of turn our ideas into the different products that we have. Now there are a bunch of different products listed right here. Not just clothing, but we also have merch. And so we have sweatshirts, socks, hats, more hats, or we have active wear, such as leggings and sweatpants and workout clothing. We have women's apparel, men's apparel. We have jewelry. There's skincare, there's hair care, there's candles. You know, there's so many different goods here that you can explore and customize and make into the products that you want to sell. Now, say we don't quite know where to start. We have these handy dandy little shortcuts up here to help turn our ideas into products. We can describe our product using words. So I'm thinking we have a crew neck and a t-shirt, and now we can add different attributes to our products. So we can do blue, we can do soft, and by using those ideas, Pietra will generate product images for you. We have a bunch of blue t-shirts that all look extremely soft. Specs and details right here. We have our Pantone colors. We can construct our specifications. We can get some packaging details, our manufacturing costs. We can also take a look at similar private label products. So these are going to be products that actually exist and will fit these designs right here. These manufacturers, especially the ones that run these designs, will all be listed right here, and there's going to be handy little contact buttons so you can just contact them directly. Now, if maybe we have a reference of something that we like. Something, oh, I like this one idea, but I want it different. We can start with a reference, or we can start with a sketch, or we can upload an existing design. So all of these are tools to help you get started, especially if you're not sure what exactly you want to sell. Next, under the Help Me Source, we've already created our custom product, so let's go ahead and create our custom packaging. Here we have a bunch of different suppliers that will work with us and help us design the specific packaging that we want. Let's go ahead and try this garment factory one. And from here, we can see a list of all of their different products that they carry. So we have like a coloring book, we've got a slinky, we've got plenty of cups, we've got mugs, all sorts of different products from Garment Factory that we can sell. Next, we can hire freelancers and agencies. So these are going to be ones that actually deal with your packaging and will help you design your perfect packaging. So here we have these nice little mailer boxes. We have environmentally friendly mailer boxes, all sorts of different packaging for how you want to ship your products. We have already created our custom merch, so I don't feel like we need to go over that again. But we can go ahead and get a quote in about 24 hours, so we can bid our designs to over 1,200 different suppliers. So if we need to put out a bid for a custom product, we can do that, or custom packaging, we can also do that, or work with freelancers to make our products come to life. So let's go ahead, we can create a custom product. Our category will do clothing, and we can set our project title, we can set our product details. So this is going to be like the material, maybe the fabric, any size requirements, decorations, pretty much any details on the actual products themselves. We can attach our reference photos. We can set our target retail price. If there's a reference on a different website that we want to use, we can set that URL there. We can also set our customization preferences. So this is going to be either readily available inventory that comes with slight customizations. So it's ready and available whenever you are, but you can't really do a whole bunch of customization on it. Or you can also have a custom product design that's going to look exactly like the reference photos you provide. You can also decide whether or not you need a custom sample before your production. You can also set whether you need a custom sample before you start production. And you can also check a box if you feel like you need creative help. Next, we have our timeline and budget. So this is going to be how many units that we feel we need to produce. We can also set what the budget is for our production run and when we want to receive the inventory of this product. You can also put down any notes that you want the supplier to know. Once you have all of that filled out, you can hit this handy dandy little submit button and it will submit your bid out to all of the different suppliers. I'm not actually going to submit my bid because I don't want to deal, because I'm not actually going to sell anything at this moment. Next, we can connect our suppliers. So if we have a supplier that we already work with, then we can go ahead and submit a form here so that they can work with Pietra as well. We've already created our new concepts. Now, in the Help Me Operate section, these are going to be different shipping methods. So you can either use Pietra Fulfillment, so Pietra will fulfill your orders, or you can print labels and ship them out yourself, or you can actually work with a representative and they will help you organize freight worldwide. These are going to be for, bigger products that you're selling. If you decide to use the Pietra Fulfillment, this is going to be what your dashboard looks like. So from here, you can create an order, or you can check your inventory, you can ship items to Pietra, you can order kitting services, you can look at the fulfillment rules, You can create shipping labels, view shipping label history, you can set your return settings, you can book freight shipments, or you can look at your outbound and return reports. Now down below you can also see just kind of a small graph and small data set on your sales for the past week, or you can set it to the past 30 days or the past year, or all sales from all time. If you want to print and ship labels yourself, there is a handy dandy little form that you can fill out. So the ship from address and the ship to address, as well as the weight and the dimensions and any notes that you need to make. And then you can also view any created shipping labels that you've already made. Now, finally, if you need to organize freight, you can go ahead and describe what exactly you need to ship, and Pietra will connect you with a freight provider and work with you to make sure that you get your shipment out on time. Now that we've gone through some of the basics on getting started, let's get into some of the nitty-gritty. Now, over here in the sourcing section, we can also see an inbox, so all of our communication. We can also see any invoices, pending invoices. We can also see all of our orders. So this is going to have the order ID, the supplier, a description of the order, the date, the order amount, any product images, any shipping documents, the status, the tracking, and if a review was left for it. You can also see a lot of that information by going to this fulfillment tab right here, and you can see orders and fulfillment. So you can see how your orders are, any outstanding orders, any processing orders, fulfilled, canceled, on hold, any return orders, and of course, all orders. You can also see your inventory right here to make sure that you have your stock ready to go and available and you're not going to run out of anything. Now, next we have our storefront. So this is where you can manage your entire storefront. We have our basic shop info. So this is going to be our shop name. We can also add a small bio, and we can also add some photos to our gallery. If we want to add a banner text, we can also add that here. From here, we can go ahead and manage our products, so we can see the image of our product, the ID, the name of it, any variants, the price, what the inventory is, when we might run out, when a sellout is coming up, any channels, any lot codes, any that are available for sale, and any notifications for it. If you would like to do a private wholesale instead of a print-on-demand shop, this is where you can set all of this up here. Or if you would rather have a print-on-demand shop, you can see all of your products right here. If you want to offer discounts, you can have some quick discounts right here, so we can copy these codes. These are going to be pre-made codes that you can do. You can enable them or disable them, however you choose. We already have a 10% off any pre-orders. We have a 15% off and a 20% off. If we want to make a brand new discount, we can click on this create new discount button right here. We can set our discount code, what the value of that discount is going to be. Do note that the maximum allowed discount is going to be 50% off. And you can also set whether or not this is going to apply to all products or specific products. You can also set a minimum requirement. So if someone has to have, so say someone needs to spend $50 to get $10 off, you can set that here. Or maybe they need to purchase 10 items and the 11th one is 10% off. You can apply that right here as well. You can also set usage limits. You can limit the number of times that this discount code can be used. You can also make sure to limit this to 1 per customer. Finally, you can set the active dates for your discounts right here. And if you have this set up and ready to go, you can also disable it by clicking this nice little disable button right here. And finally, we have our subscribers. So these are going to be the people who have chosen to get updates from your shop. These are the people who are going to be notified the moment that you have a new product in your shop, so they can go ahead and buy that right away for you. If you want to manually add a new subscriber, you can just click this add subscriber button right here, and you can add their email and their phone number right here. Next, we have our marketing hub. So this is going to be full of tools to help you market your products and get the word out to potential buyers. We have our email list builder. So this is going to collect emails and then retarget those people for marketing purposes. We also have influencer marketing. We have data and dashboards, so we can identify at-risk customers and other things that might drive our sales into the ground. We can also set up a TikTok shop, so we can sell on TikTok directly. Now, if we want to go ahead and move forward with the influencer marketing, we have this dashboard right here. This is just an example, but we can see our offer name and then the creation date of it, the order type, how many sales we've generated from this offer, how many affiliates are running this offer, and then we can also have their custom link. We can also see a list of all of our influencers and affiliates. So we have Mike Smith, Jasmine Harlow, Megan Collins, and Nick Spencer. We can also see their email addresses. We can see the offer names. We can see how much revenue that they've generated. We can see how many orders they've generated, their total commission amounts, the status of their affiliate status, the affiliate creation date, and then we can also take any actions on their accounts. And we can see all orders made through our affiliate program, as well as all payments right here. Now, we can set up an email capture. So this will install a pixel onto our storefront, and it will collect the emails to a good portion of our anonymous website viewers. And all of those emails will be down here, so we can see the email address. We would be able to see the first time they visited, the last time they visited, their email status, their gender, and their age. Obviously, we don't have any right now, but this is where they would show up. Next, we have our analytics. So this is going to be pretty much any information that you want to know about your storefront is going to be in this analytics section right here. There are so many charts. I won't go over too much of them, but I'll kind of run through the different charts for you guys. But there's no way I can actually go into detail about each one. But you can feel free to explore each of these charts and play around with them and see what they do. So right away on the dashboard's dashboard, we can see any customer development, we can see any repeat purchase development, and the daily LTV. If we want to edit this dashboard, these are nice metrics, but maybe they're not quite what we want to see. You can hit this edit dashboard button right here, and you'll be able to change out these graphs right here. You can get rid of it by clicking this little X button right here. And if you want to add a graph, you just hit this add widget button, and you can add any one of these graphs right here. So starting off, we have our customer charts. So we can see all of our customers, we can see all customer development, we can see any repeat purchases, we can take a look at the repeat purchase development, the time between purchase, we can see the LTV cohorts, the daily LTV, the RFM, the percentile analysis, any customer economics, the customer persona, customer cohorts, the best zone, any zone development, the daily churn risk, the churn risk development, any recovered customers, and revenue by cohorts. For our order charts, we can see all orders, we can see the development, we can see the order count distribution, we can see the time analysis, any discounts, we can see the free shipping threshold, our first order value, the average order value per order count, and the number of items per basket. With our product charts, we can see all products, all variants, the best item, the gross items sold, the return rate, the returned item, the cross-selling analytics, and any follow-up purchases, And finally, we have our channels under our marketing charts. Now, one thing that I really like and I really think is cool is, say you go to this average order value per order count, right? We have this entire thing. Maybe you're not sure what AOV means, right? Well, you can go right on over to this handy little how to read button, click on it, and it will give you the definitions of the different verbiage as well as any use cases and when you might use these graphs. Finally, last but certainly not least, we do have our education system. Now, this is going to be not only teaching you how to work with Pietra, but it's also going to give you helpful sources on how to grow your business and your brand to make sure that you are as successful as you can. So we can, as we scroll down, we see we have the introduction to e-commerce, a 10-step guide to starting your own business, social media strategy for your e-commerce business. There are so many educational resources here that I dare say you may be a fool if you don't take advantage of this. And that is Pietra. Personally, I really liked Pietra. I thought that it gave you so many resources to succeed. It lets you get in contact with so many different suppliers and order samples, and they will also ship things out for you, or you can ship them out yourself, or you can work with them to find a freight. You don't even have to deal with your own customer service if you don't want to. They make it so easy, and there are so many different products that you can sell. Additionally, at least for the clothing options, there are so many different ways to customize your products that, there's almost no limitation, especially if you just design your own things. I've worked with merch companies in the past where you couldn't design things that would go on, your sleeves. You just couldn't customize your sleeves. And I really like that if you can think it, you can pretty much do it here. You're not limited to anything specific. And you can also make your shirt into almost any color you want, or at least the one that we tried, we could. So that was so cool. I really enjoyed that, really appreciated it. There also weren't any major bugs that I noticed. Everything seemed to work pretty smoothly and work as it should. There were a couple options here with the shortcuts on the homepage that, I had already done this before. I had already, customized my products and it appeared 3 different times. But overall, I would probably give Pietra probably a 4.8. I really enjoyed this. I think it's such a nice thing. I like that you have options. They gave you so many options. With other clothing companies or other merchandise companies, you're almost locked into specific brands or specific companies. And here you have so much variety and so many different options to choose from. Now, if you have any questions or comments about this video, please do not hesitate to put them in the comments section below. And as always, I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Got you with a low part first. Huh?